MMA Boxing Talk here. I just wanted to put out a video, give my thoughts on the fights last night. Some really, really good fights. UFC on Fox 24 in Kansas City. I didn't watch the fights live. I was actually watching some pro boxing in my hometown. We had an event. A hometown guy was the main event. Tony Lewis. He kicked some ass. Made the guy quit on a stool after 6 rounds. Great, great night of fights. Anyway, just wanted to talk about the last three fights of the night. They were all stoppages. I would have loved to have been watching that live, but great fight. So we'll start off with Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. I mean, right now he's the pound for pound number one fighter in the world. John Jones is not active. Of course, John Jones has a much better resume. It's not even comparable. Mighty Mouse has more title defenses though, against lesser competition. But you know what? He still beats some top elite guys. Joseph Benavidez is a solid, well-rounded fighter, and he had a close fight with Henry Cejudo, who's a Olympic gold medal wrestler. Um, those two guys had a really close fight. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson beat them all. Also beat John Dodson. But last night, or 2 nights ago, sorry, he ties Anderson Silva's record of 10 title defenses. I mean, spectacular. Say what you want. MMA is the easiest sport to lose. I mean, it's so easy to lose in MMA. It just is. And he's fighting the best guys in the world at his weight class, the division that is made for him, not for. I mean, sure, he's going to have a tougher time against guys twice his size. That's anybody. Look at Conor McGregor when he fought Nate Diaz. And Nate's bigger, but he's not twice Conor's size. Let's be honest here. I mean, Mighty Mouse had a little bit of a tougher time against Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott, I think, is like 5'8", 5'7", and and then his most recent loss, Mighty Mouse's most recent loss, was against Dominic Cruz. This guy is 5'8". Mighty Mouse is 5'3". Of course he's going to struggle, and he put up a great fight against Cruz, and that's a prime Cruz we're talking here. But anyway, great performance. So I mean, he made it. He always makes it look so easy, but he always improves, and he put on a clinic against Wilson Hayes. I mean, Mighty Mouse. I've never seen a more flawless fighter. His timing, his transition, amazing. I mean, he's got that speed, the fastest fighter definitely in UFC history, and he's fighting some fast guys. They're all flyweights. I mean, they're all fast, and he just is so much faster than them. Um, his takedown defense, amazing. Ground and pound. His striking looked phenomenal. The kicks to the body, the knees to the body. He's just he really has no holes, in his game. No holes that we know of yet. Um, but man, oh man, definitely, give me your thoughts on his performance. He looked great. Um, Moving on, co-main event, great fight. Um, big win for Rose Namajunas. I predicted her to win. I'm glad she pulled it out. She looked spectacular. That kick, the head kick to really put Watterson down was similar to the Holly Holm against Ronda Rousey. A little bit different, but very similar at the same time. Um, and then to take her back like that, great jiu-jitsu. I mean, but Rose has this authority, when she does it. She doesn't fuck around. She's a real badass. And she definitely deserves to fight the winner of um, Joanna and Andrade. But you got to also remember too, Claudia Gadelha and Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I mean, if anything, that's the fight that's going to determine the next whoever gets the next title shot after Andrade. But by no means is Rose not worthy of a title shot, And she's a new face. Joanna's already beat Claudia and Carolina, so they're probably going to go with that route, I'm sure. Um, so definitely Rose, look for her to get a title shot. Joanna's fighting Andrade in June. No, no, next month, frig. In May, UFC 211. I can't wait for that. I'll be putting out prediction videos for all those fights. 211's a huge card. Really looking forward to that one. And of course, a huge upset. Didn't really surprise me though, but I mean, his performance had an amazing performance. Is Robert Whitaker. I said in my prediction video, of course, I picked Jacare to win. I thought he'd win maybe by decision, but I did say in my video it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Robert Whitaker goes out there and knocks Jacare the fuck out and just finishes him, you know. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, it's tough to go against Jacare, to pick against Jacare, but hats off to Robert Whitaker. I mean, what a performance! He fought the perfect fight. He really exposed Jacare. You know, not to say Jacare, is a terrible fighter or anything, but Whitaker had the ability to really um, pick him apart. And to stuff the takedowns, and even the one time he did get him to the ground, Robert Whitaker got up fairly quickly. Definitely an underrated grappler. His defense, anyway, on the ground. Very impressed with that. But his calmness, his poise, his footwork, his angles, just looked amazing, sensational. And I'm definitely happy for Robert Whitaker. He's a young guy. He's only 26. He's been sensational ever moving up, or since moving up to 185. Um, so I mean, great win, and really, if George St. Pierre wasn't fucking things up in this middleweight division, Bisping would be fighting. We wouldn't really know. It would probably be Romero, but Rockhold called out Whitaker, so I don't know. But the GSP thing, we don't even have a date. GSP's not saying a word. Of course, I think they're gonna fight. Bisping wants that fight, but man, oh man, I'm almost hoping whether Bisping beats GSP. If Bisping beats GSP, I hope he retires. I love Bisping there, but I hope he retires. I mean, if he wins, and then he rematches Rockhold for a trilogy, that'd be okay with me. But if he were to retire, beat GSP and retire, then you could have a four-man tournament between Gegard Mousasi, Yoel Romero, Luke Rockhold, and Robert Whitaker. And that's how you determine the next champion. You get them all fight each other, and the winners move on. And if GSP wins, I mean, pretty well everyone in MMA doesn't believe he's going to defend the title if he beats Bisping. I mean, GSP's never showed interest a fight in 185. The only time he did is when Michael Bisping became champion. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that division's fucked. This is more turned into a rant here. No, but I mean, there's a lot of good fighters in the middleweight too. That's the problem. It's too bad. If only Luke Rockhold would have never, if he would have only taken Bisping seriously, we wouldn't be into this fucking predicament. Because I guarantee you, GSP would never want any piece of Luke Rockhold. Let's be honest, not a chance. 5'9" to 6'3". No way, But anyway, just wanted to give my take on UFC on Fox 24. Great card. Next weekend, this weekend coming, we have UFC in Nashville. The main card is there's 6 fights on there. Some actually some pretty good fights. I think there'll be exciting fights. So look for another good night of fights this weekend coming. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, definitely subscribe. And also check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.